Hi, thanks for joining us for this week's Crafternoon. I'm Jacqueline Luna, your Adult Services Librarian, and for this week we'll be learning how to make coaster art. If you weren't able to pick up a kit, you can still participate. All you'll need is a cork coaster, some paint, and some masking tape. Let's get started. So in your Crafternoon kit, you should have your cork coaster, you should have your two paint options in little plastic kits, you should have a paintbrush, and then on that paintbrush is going to be some masking tape. In addition to these items, you're also going to want to have like a small little glass with some water in it so you can clean your paintbrush, and then some paper towel so you can blot out your paintbrush in between color changes. So before we get started, we're going to make a geometric coaster art here. So we're going to just take off some of this masking tape, and you're going to create your design however you want it to look. So I would recommend you're just going to tape down pieces of that tape. And you don't want to do too many because you do want it to, you do want to be able to see the colors as they come through. And I think I'll do one more right here. Oops. Perfect. So there's my inspiration. That's what I'm going to do with mine. And now what we'll be doing is we're going to go ahead and we're going to fill in the untaped areas with paint. So I am going to start here with my purple, and I'm going to make this one purple. And with the matte color, if you have a matte color you're playing with, you're probably going to want to do 2 coats just to make sure it's well covered and looks nice. Alright, so that looks pretty good for now. And then I'm going to make this spot right here purple. That's my decision. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to rinse off my brush and I'm going to switch colors, and I'm going to go to my silver. So as I clean off my brush, I'm going over to my paper towel on the side over here, getting rid of the last of that color. Alright, so now my brush is clean. I'm going to switch colors to my silver. And my silver is going to go right over here. And you may not have silver, you may have a different set of colors. Every kit got a different set depending on what we had. So it's kind of the fun of it. It's a little random, so everyone's coasters are going to be different. And these are really fun. They work really well if you want to keep them for your house or your office, or give them away as a gift. What's really cool about them is that really every single one's going to be unique because you can pick a different design for each coaster you decorate. Now one thing is, it's up to you if you want to paint the edges of the coaster. I'm choosing to leave mine unpainted, but if you want to paint yours, go right ahead. Perfect. So once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this dry. And I'm going to see how my purple dries and see if it needs a second coat. So I'm going to just give this a few minutes to dry. So I've let mine dry a little bit here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and add another layer of purple paint to my coaster. You may not need to, but I would definitely take a few seconds to add an extra layer if you need to. It looks like my silver looks pretty good. So go ahead and get that extra layer of paint added here, and then once you're all set with that, we'll let it fully dry before we remove the tape and see our design fully exposed. Alright, so once your design is all dry, or mostly dry, go ahead and carefully remove your tape to unveil your design underneath. So there we have it. What's cool about this is every single one you create is going to be a little bit different. I made this one this time, and another test I made this one here. So play around with it, have fun, and you can apply this to almost any coaster like this made out of cork, or you could do that same kind of thing in a painting as well. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining us for this week's Crafternoon. Have a wonderful day.